Hi, everybody. This is Dawn, and this is Dawn's Diner. Today, I'm going to share with you how to make kale chips. First of all, you got to get a bunch of kale, one bunch, and this kale in particular is curly kale. It works really well for making kale chips. Just make sure you're choosing kale that is uniform in a nice medium green color and no wilted leaves or mushy pieces. When you get it home, the first thing you should do is preheat your oven to 400 and then start tearing the kale leaves into chunks. And I like to get chunks of kale that are about large potato chip size. And you will be discarding the stems, they're really tough. Maybe you could use them for juicing or something like that, but I just throw them away for now. Put all my kale chips in a large bowl and add some purified tap water to the bowl. This is a 1.5 gallon size bowl. You could also do it in a clean sink. And also you're going to add a quarter cup of vinegar, and the vinegar will help remove any organic residues that were used in the growing process. And yes, so that's an important step. And buy organic kale, if I didn't say that. Make sure you buy organic. And the next step, after you've added the water, you're going to scrub the kale with your hands. Get in there and get every little piece in between your fingers and rub your fingers back and forth, scrubbing the kale. You're going to remove a lot of dirt. You'll see it in the bottom of the bowl when you do it. I didn't show it in the video. Okay, so then you've got your kale. It's still wet. So the next step is to dry it. You can use a salad spinner, or you can use a culinary towel that doesn't have any lint, or you can use paper towel. But I actually end up using a salad spinner and paper towel because the salad spinner doesn't remove most of the drops. Um, so this picture shows how dry the kale should look. You really want all the water removed before you bake it. And now you add 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You get the olive oil over the kale and you toss it around really well, and then you pick up each piece and rub it between your hand and between your fingers. You're coating each leaf with oil on both sides. Then the next step, after you've laid all your kale pieces out on a baking sheet, try not to have any of them overlapping. It's good to have the kale pieces kind of puffed up, sitting so that there's a little space for air to flow underneath them. They'll bake very nicely, but sprinkle sea salt all over the kale. That's all you need. You could do pepper too or other flavorings, but I just do sea salt. Then you pop it in the oven, 10 minutes. Actually, back up. I want you guys to go 9 minutes. Your oven might be different than mine, and you do not want to spend all this time and effort and end up with burnt kale. So go 9 minutes. And here's what the kale should look like when it's done. It flattens out a lot, but it's still a little ruffly. And every piece should be light and crispy. And if you do end up with some pieces that are kind of soft and squishy, you can leave them on the pan, remove everything else, and throw them back in the oven for another 15 to 30 seconds. Watch it closely. So again, it's about 15 minutes to prep, 9 to 10 minutes of baking in your oven, and really it's less than 1 minute to eat. And kale's super nutritious. It's a superfood. It's loaded with calcium, manganese, vitamins A, C, and K. And it's a wonderful food to incorporate in your diet to help with brain health, cardiovascular health, your vision, bone health, and it supports your immune function as it is a wonderful detoxifying superfood. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, everyone, and you can watch for more.